Why is it always just a really smart person?
Why can't dumb people like me be superheroes too?
I know. But I'm saying, like, Iron Man in particular, like, I get that's like the whole thing. But what I would do for there to be like a moderately average or somewhat maybe kind of silly dumb Iron Man, I think that would be really fun.
This is why I think you would like Ant-Man. All right, fam, diving into it again, we got the summer of movie. It really is.
It is. 2 movie-related, tangentially episodes in a row.
Yeah. So, I mean, the last time we were talking about the Greek pantheon in relation to the Odyssey, which was a great movie. I liked it a lot.
I still haven't seen it, but it's on my list now. So I'll have to do it. Yeah, I think it was good. And also, we didn't get a ton of people clowning on us for not knowing anything about Greek mythology. So I'll take that as a win too.
Well, we're going to get a lot of people clowning on us for what we do and don't know about superheroes, because today, in honor of going to see Spider-Man this last weekend, we're going to be doing a bracket challenge, actually. We're going to be doing a bracket of the Marvel superheroes.
I feel like this is the best way to figure out who's really the best. Better than a tier list for this scenario.
I'm excited to do it, but I do think we have to set the table a little bit, because we haven't decided how we want to match these heroes up against each other, right? So when we're picking between 2 heroes, are we going to be doing it like, who would win in like a head-to-head battle? Who do we think is cooler? Who has like a more useful superpower? What do you think?
I think, you may have your own standard. My personal standard is outfit, superpower, and general vibe. I think those are the 3 categories I'm going to. How cool do they look? How cool is whatever it is they can do? And
are they like kind of mean? Are they nice?
Is the energy cool?
Yeah. So almost like a total package kind of thing.
I think you do. Yeah. You have to assess the full superhero.
I like it. All right, cool.
Because I don't know enough about what they can do or any of their lore to know whether or not one of them would beat the other.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I mean, I know very little about what these superheroes have done in their comics. I mean, I've seen some of the movies, but also I've seen them like once, maybe twice.
We did just see Spider-Man. I had been speaking about, this is the summer of me talking about how I'd never seen Spider-Man. I did go and see Spider-Man. I actually really liked the movie. I did do a brief amount of research beforehand because I was like, I think I'm going to have to know what has happened before to really understand it. But I also think they did a pretty good job of explaining enough at the beginning to where I felt like I didn't really need to have done the research.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty good self-contained story. It's like, I've said this when I was talking to my girlfriend about it. I think that Brand New Day is like a very good title for the film, because it is almost like we're entering like a new era with this particular Spider-Man. Yeah.
Yeah, I think... my overall thoughts, I was just really sad that his girlfriend, who's his wife, didn't remember him. That really just kind of hurt my heart a little bit. Yeah. I was just like, he loves you so much.
Yeah, that was really sad.
You don't even know who he is. Like, when she said, I don't love you, I was like, damn, like, you didn't have to do it like that.
That's pretty brutal, right?
It was really rough.
Oh, my gosh.
And then my other thing is, it's been a week and a half since I saw the movie, so now I can't remember. Jane? Is that her name? What's her name?
Jean Grey?
Jean Grey. Yeah. See, I wanted to call her Jane because as wonderful as she was in the movie and as great of an actor, she was playing basically the same thing she's done in Stranger Things before.
Yeah.
I can move. I'm in people's heads. I'm moving stuff with my mind. Like we done seen this film. There's one part where she was like standing at somebody like this. I was like, I turned to my friend. I was like, we've seen this before.
Yeah, she's like 11 maxing.
Recently. Yeah. And she was in his head and in people's heads in that show too. So it's like, that kind of felt like, this is cool. Yeah. But you've done this. Like, I wish that we could see more of her range, but she really did do a very good job with what she was given to do.
Well, I mean, I think the same is true for, John Bernthal, who played the Punisher. It's like, that's kind of like, he just plays that same kind of character a lot. He plays kind of like a grizzled, no fucks given kind of guy.
Yeah.
And it's, it's a great fit for what they wanted him to do there. But also, maybe what we should be doing is, instead of complaining that we're not seeing the range, we should be complimenting the casting choices, because they really did
nail it.
Yeah, it was very good fits for what they wanted.
I think it was just coming off of 7 months ago, seeing the end of Stranger Things and how big of a deal that was to then come into this and where it's still relatively fresh in your mind and kind of feel like, what is Max doing here with Spider-Man? You know, like that was my overall take. But like I said, I think she did a lovely job and it was still a very good movie. It was just a little bit deja vu.
I really liked the choice that they had. Oh gosh, I don't remember her name, but she was an actress. She was in The Bear. She plays like the one of the chefs in The Bear, and she's like the police chief or the commissioner.
Oh yes, yeah. I don't remember her name
really
either.
Good in
she
that
was
role.
really good.
I'm gonna look her up real quick.
Yeah, there and the guy who plays the Punisher, he was in The Bear too. Isn't he the dead brother in The Bear?
Yeah. Again, just kind of like a
the Bear reunion.
Exactly. Yeah.
I loved it. I love it. No, she did a really good job. And everybody's been talking about that guy whose name I can't pronounce. I've seen it and I can see what it looks like in my head, but I cannot pronounce it. Just the random guy on the street who's like, "Are you okay, Spider-Man?" And his whole monologue that he went through when people have been eating him up, which
really?
I mean, that's the only thing he's ever really been seen in as this big. And he did do a really good job. He did eat that up.
The Summer of Spider-Man.
Yeah. So overall, everybody did great. It was just sad and familiar at the same time.
Yeah. Well, this is probably going to be sad and familiar here because it's just going to be us kind of guessing about what these people are. Actually, I think since we're going largely based on vibes,
I think it's going to
be fine. I think we're going to feel comfortable at the end of this.
Yes.
We do have to start here with this matchup. In the first round, we have Daredevil versus Black Widow.
I've never heard of Daredevil. What does he do? Jump rope? I can't tell what that is.
So he's blind, but like he has like super heightened senses. He has kind of like this echolocation kind of thing. He's like super strong.
That's
very agile.
Cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I think that was actually the very first superhero movie I saw when I was a kid. Yeah, it was Ben Affleck as Daredevil.
Huh.
Yeah, and it's like another New York superhero.
Yeah. A lot of them are New York. What's going on in New York?
Crime.
Everywhere. Not in Mamdani City.
But yeah, he usually fights with kind of like a staff or kind of like these weird like nunchuck kind of things. But yeah, he's just he's an abled blind person who fights crime.
Yeah, I think that's cool.
He's also a lawyer, I think.
Oh, well, that's going to add a little bit to the scale
a little bit
me.
of flair.
The scales of justice are tipping. I think I know who Black Widow is. Black Widow is what does she do different?
She's kind of like a secret agent type, like maybe like I don't know if she has superpowers per se, but she is like, extreme, like highly trained. She's very like agile, very good in combat. So like I'm not sure about her superhero powers per se, but she's like very good at like investigating too. Mm-hmm. I think that she was like, I don't know, like trained in like some weird Russian camp. There's like a whole movie about her.
Yeah, there's always somebody who's been trained in a weird Russian camp and for this kind of role. Mm-hmm. I think she looks cool. I like her vibe and I like her energy. I do think the fact that he's a superhero and he's blind is kind of sick, and I kind of like that more.
Yeah, I'm definitely anchored to Daredevil as a character because of that childhood connection.
Yeah.
So I'm tempted to move him on.
Okay, I think let's do it.
Also, yeah, and I could be wrong about Black Widow not really being like a superhero, but I think that that's kind of like a big demerit.
Yeah, Black Widow is who? Scarlett Johansson?
Yeah.
Yeah. She was cool.
She was cool, yeah. I mean, I think she played that character really well. I think in the Marvel movies, she was like really good, but also like not a superhero.
Yeah.
She's a friend and ally of superheroes. She is a hero.
Yeah.
Let's not mince words here, but superpowers, I think, are involved. I like this matchup we have here. We have two very different types of heroes. We have Ant-Man and the Hulk.
Yeah.
David and Goliath. Yeah.
Very interesting size comparison for the both of them. Mm-hmm. This is an Ant-Man, but you remember that cartoon, Up and Adam, Ant?
I do remember that.
That's what comes to my head, even though I know they're not the same. So I'm actually
similar vibes,
yeah,
for sure.
But I am going to give a brief demerit because it's kind of been done elsewhere as well,
Yeah.
But there is really only one Hulk.
Well, yes. Yes, but there's only one Hulk, but they also have the Thing. You know the Thing?
I think I've heard of people talk about the Thing, but
So-
I'm going to be honest, I've never known what the Thing was.
In the Fantastic Four, they have the Thing, and he's basically like the Hulk if the Hulk was like a rock type Pokemon. You know, he's just like kind of gravelly looking.
Yes, he
super
looks
strong.
like a rock.
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
I am familiar.
So it's like, yeah.
It's not as cool as being green.
It's not as cool
You
as
crumble. That's got to be inconvenient.
He's also like the Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde kind
Mm-hmm.
of situation going on. I think is really interesting storytelling.
A college professor. He's educated. I think he seems very sweet.
Played by Mark Ruffalo. I got to give my namesake at least a little bit of an edge
Mark
there.
Ruffalo. I think this is obvious. I think I picked the Hulk.
Oh, that's tough though, because I really like, and this is for me, if we're not going just on vibes and stuff, like I am very attached to the Ant-Man movies, like the first Ant-Man movie in like the Marvel movies that have been coming out. Like, oh my gosh, like it is so funny. And like Paul Rudd is really, really good in that.
Ooh, Paul Rudd is Ant-Man?
Paul Rudd is Ant-Man.
Interesting.
It's hilarious.
I feel like I'm displaying how little I know about things.
I would definitely recommend watching Ant-Man if you want like a good laugh.
Okay.
But if we're going just on vibes, like we're looking at like underwear on the outside Ant-Man versus the Hulk. If we're going for vibes, I think we have to go for the Hulk here.
Yeah, it is kind of giving Barnacle Boy a little bit.
A little bit. All right. In the next round, we have Spider-Woman and we have Gamora.
Gamora immediately is calling to me because she looks cool. And also because Spider-Woman, no offense, Spider-Woman, but Spider-Man, I think, has overshadowed you a little bit. Another time the patriarchy strikes again. There's already a Spider-Man.
Yeah, and I mean, maybe it was sort of like we're doing the same thing over again, right?
Well, I mean, it's like Batman and Batgirl, Spider-Man, Spider-Woman,
Superman, Superwoman.
which I do appreciate that they do all of this because it's nice. I wanted to be Superwoman when I was a kid, like I think it's important, but at the same time, like of all of the woman version of these heroes, I've heard the least about her. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even really know that she was there.
They had like a Spider-Woman film maybe like 2 or 3 years ago that like totally bombed.
Oh, I didn't even know it happened. So
Yeah.
I think I'm part of the problem.
Gamora, I don't know much about her. She's like Thanos' daughter. She's in the Guardians
This feels
of the
a lot
Galaxy.
like last week's episode.
But like this is a cool vibe. Like I like space.
Yeah, I like space too. And I mean, Guardians
She's
of
an
the
alien.
Galaxy sounds cool. I like that she's green, like our last our winner.
Green is good.
Yeah.
I don't know if she has superpowers.
I feel like, listen, the suit has to do something. Sometimes the suit is enough. I
Yeah.
think she's cool. I'm
Let's
sorry, Spider-Woman, but also they did you dirty with the way that they drew you there. Your hair
Yeah.
looks like Marge Simpson, and that's just kind of brutal.
Also from the Guardians of the Galaxy, here we have Star-Lord
Star-Lord.
on the left and then Iron Man on the right.
He looks like he's from Futurama. I don't know, something about that is
Oh my God, he does.
reminds me
He's
of
got-
Futurama.
He's got Philip Fry's like
Yeah.
blinded or floopy.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
What does he do?
He starts as like a salvager, like, going around and like stealing stuff from shipwrecks in space. He's from Earth originally. I don't think he has superpowers per se, but he is like, he's got lasers. He flies a spaceship. He's the leader of the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, so he's in charge. But he's he's kind of a thrifter. He's kind of a DIY king.
Yeah. I mean, he's definitely got like,
He's good for the environment. He's repurposing.
yeah, for sure. We like
Okay.
that. Versus Iron Man, who is like very industrial, very like CEO,
Yeah,
and,
rich
like-
guy who is really smart and makes cool stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm kind of partial to Iron Man. I have to say it.
Yeah.
But I feel like I need to be putting that aside because I do think. What's the first one's name again?
Star-Lord.
I think Star-Lord is cool. I think the name sounds cool.
Oh, for sure.
But also like something about the suit, the Iron Man suit of it all is really just cool as hell.
It is.
And it's kind of hard for me to overlook how cool that is. Like imagine you or I, if that existed, could get in that suit
Yeah.
and live that life. That's
sure.
that's kind of fun to imagine.
Yeah. And one of the things I really like about this particular matchup is neither of them have superpowers.
No.
It's just a guy doing stuff.
Yeah, and I like that too. That could be us. It's really making superhero ability accessible.
Exactly, yeah. It really could be just you or me.
Yeah, they're just like us for real. I don't know. I think I'm partial to Iron Man, but I could go either way. Do you have any thoughts?
I do like the sort of upstart nature of Star-Lord versus
it is kind of pull yourself up by your bootstraps versus
old
born
money.
into old. Yeah.
Yeah. But also I do think that Iron Man is like more powerful.
Yeah.
And ultimately like the suit does more than just like Star-Lord with like a laser pistol or whatever.
Yeah, and he's influential too on everybody. Iron Man is.
For sure. Let's go ahead and get that over with. All right, here we have the Wasp.
Oh, she looks cool.
Versus Miles Morales.
That haircut looks like my haircut a couple episodes ago. Is she giving kind of like Spider-Man energy? Like she got stung by a wasp and now she's got wasp power, or like
she has similar powers to Ant-Man. So it's like she has technology to like shrink herself down in size, like make her bigger. She also flies.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Sort of like the Spider-Girl equivalent of Ant-Man, but a little bit more nuanced.
Yeah,
a little bit more of her own thing.
I like that I like this. I like that they didn't just call her, Ant-Woman.
Yeah.
They made her own person. I think that's cool. I like her haircut. I think she looks scary as hell. I think the wings are sick. I'm pro. I like everything about her. Miles Morales, I've heard people talking about, because he's like the successor to Peter Parker. Is that what the deal is? Like, I don't understand that.
Yeah, effectively, like I want to say his storyline goes like he's like in his universe, like Peter Parker is dead and he's the new Spider-Man.
Okay.
Very much taking up the mantle. I mean, the fact that you haven't seen Into the Spider-Verse is so crazy to me. Like, it's elite, CC.
Yeah, well, listen, now that I've gotten into Spider-Man, now that I'm not solely a fan of the Batman universe, maybe then I can get in on watching some more things. Because I would like to follow a lot of that. And I do love Tom Holland. He's great.
Well, yeah. I mean, the thing is Into the Spider-Verse is like it's its own separate thing, right? Like it's
not connected.
It is connected, but it's not like in the MCU, right?
Yes.
So it's like its own separate sort of like thing.
Okay.
But like it is, oh my gosh, it's just an incredible vibe. The casting's really good. Like they have John Mulaney and Nick Cage are in that. We talked a little bit about that.
Spider-Man.
I mean, if I'm just going on these pictures here, it would probably be the Wasp, but I don't know. I think I'd have to push through Miles Morales.
Well, is Spider-Man going to be in here though?
I do think that Spider-Man is here on the other side of the bracket.
See, if that's the case, because what you said was he's kind of the successor, the alternate to the original, which is Spider-Man.
Yeah. I'm fine with moving the Wasp on and seeing how she goes. Yeah. I mean, this is a really cool picture.
Yeah, I just like her. I think the picture's cool. And I'm very pro that they didn't just name her Ant-Woman. And I like her vibes.
Let's send it.
I'm good. I feel like I lawyered my way through that one.
All right. Here we have some people who I don't really know very well. So we have, I guess, Lady Thor.
That's exactly what I said. I just didn't like.
I'm going to try and figure out a little bit more about who this is, but we also have the Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider. That's something that people love to say in a common phrase. I think Ghost Rider is scaring the crap out of me, but I like it. Is he just like a fiery skeleton on a motorcycle? Because I think immediately that wins for me.
To clear up the air on Lady Thor, it's Jane Foster.
I thought you were going to say Jane Fonda.
We see her in some of the Thor films. She takes up the mantle of Thor while Thor is doing something else for a while. So
that's so real. Woman steps in when the man can't handle his business.
Exactly, yeah.
But they just call her Lady Thor?
No, that's just something I said because I didn't know what she's called.
What is her name?
Her name's Jane Foster, but she goes by Thor when she wields the legendary hammer.
So she's basically just like a temp.
Kinda. I mean,
that doesn't seem very cool to me.
Or maybe this particular article I'm looking at calls her the Mighty Thor.
Isn't that what they call Thor already?
I guess.
I think they call him the Mighty Thor. So she's just the Mighty Thor when the Mighty Thor is busy. She's the understudy. She looks cool.
Yeah, I mean,
Also,
that's a cool
though,
picture.
that makes me feel less about Thor because you're telling me all you are is the guy with the hammer. Literally anybody could step in and have the hammer. I know we were just saying the same thing about the suit, the Iron Man suit. But in this instance, it feels vibe-wise more like this is like a mystical type power rather than like the technology of the suit. So you're telling me like your mystical type power is literally just because you're the one who's there.
Okay, so here's what this article says. This is kind of like later on in like some superhero chronology. Several years later, Foster learned that she had stage 4 cancer,
Oh my
seeking
God.
chemotherapy in 2025, so last year apparently.
Dang.
She visited New Asgard, where the broken pieces of Mjolnir, I don't know if that's how you say that, reassembled themselves and presented itself to her, granting her superhuman abilities. Operating as the mighty Thor, she befriended King Valkyrie and defended New Asgard from Gore, the God Butcher, reuniting with Thor in the process. However, continued use of Mjolnir greatly weakened her body, and as a result, she basically gave the hammer back so that it didn't like
Oh.
accelerate her cancer.
You would think that if you got all this power, you could make the cancer go away. But that's
She died a
crazy.
warrior's death and then went to Valhalla.
Yeah, it's crazy she did all of that.
That's pretty badass.
Yeah, I do think that's really cool.
Let's talk a little bit about Ghost Rider. He Johnny Blaze. That's a pretty cool name.
Cool. You're gonna have a hard time telling me that Skeleton on Fire is not gonna win, even with the emotional journey that we went through with Jane Fonda.
I'm about this. The first supernatural Ghost Rider is stunt motorcyclist Johnny Blaze, who agrees to give his soul to Satan, later revealed to be an archdemon named Mephisto, to save the life of his foster father. At night, when around evil, Blaze finds his flesh consumed by hellfire, causing his head to become a flaming skull. He rides a fiery motorcycle and wields blasts of hellfire from his body, usually from his hands, so he shoots fireballs.
Yeah, you're gonna have a hard time convincing me that he's not the coolest thing I've ever heard.
That's pretty sick, right?
Yeah. Also, like, why is everybody making a deal with a devil named Johnny? Like, that's always it. Like, Devil went down to Georgia, Johnny's making a deal with the devil. Like, Johnny Blaze is making a deal with the devil. Also, I feel like this is an apt time to bring up that I wanted to join the circus when I was younger.
Because of like the people who rode the motorcycle in the cage?
Not because of them, but they also were a big part of why I love the circus so much.
I used to think that was so cool.
It's sick. I don't know how they do it. Circles like that over and over, upside down. You must be dizzy and you don't run into each other. It's cool.
It's amazing.
Yeah. So if he was one of those and then he made a deal with the devil and now he's a skull on fire that shoots fireballs, I am so sorry, Miss Jane.
Yeah.
But I think he has to.
It's a more
win.
difficult decision than we had when we first came to it. But yeah, I think it's got to be Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
All right. Here we have Wolverine and the Invisible Woman from the Fantastic Four.
Ooh, she looks cool.
Yeah. I think she also has like some kind of crazy like telekinetic powers in addition to like turning invisible. Obviously, we've got Wolverine has daggers in his hands, crazy like regenerative abilities.
He can regenerate.
Yeah, I mean, he like heals like super quickly.
Well, listen, if you can't be seen, you can't get hurt.
You can't get hurt.
Preemptive. I don't know. They're both cool. I think if I were to have a superpower, people always talk about being invisible. I don't know that I would necessarily pick being invisible.
I also wouldn't mind it if I was given it, right?
Exactly.
Like,
but if I was invisible, I would be like, this is pretty cool.
I would have a good time with it.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be my first choice, but I wouldn't hate it.
But
you know?
telekinetic powers on top of being invisible, you might sway me there.
Yeah.
But also, it feels like we have somebody who's like a really active participant and one who's like kind of just like Irish goodbye everywhere all the time. You know what I mean?
So, like, it's crazy too because I didn't think much about the Invisible Woman when I was a kid and thinking about the Fantastic Four, but I saw the Fantastic Four movie that came out last year, and she was like probably the most powerful of the Fantastic Four in that movie. So like, she definitely had main character energy. But like, I don't know.
She's got a great blowout too.
Oh yeah, I mean, look at that hair.
Yeah.
Wolverine. I mean, he's a badass.
He's
There's not much to say about that. He's a badass.
Yeah. What is Wolverine's real name? Do we know?
We do.
I feel like I can make a better judgment if I know their full names.
So Wolverine's birth name is James Howlett. He's
Howlett. I see what they did there.
commonly known by his alias Logan, a name derived from his biological father.
See, again, why are people naming their kids one thing and then calling them something else? His name is James Howlett, and it's like, we'll just call him Logan.
The Invisible Woman from the Fantastic Four is Sue Storm.
Ooh, that's kind of cool. You know, alliteration. I am partial to that.
Let's just send it. I think we'll go with Sue Storm in this one.
Yeah, I think she wins. You go, Sue.
All right, here we have Miss Marvel. No, Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel on the left.
It's like Lady Gaga drawn in that photo.
And then I think this is Ironheart. I don't know much about this. I think it's sort of like a successor to Iron Man.
Is it like a kid?
I think it's a kid.
That's kind of cool.
Riri Williams, Ironheart, is a
Riri?
former Riri, yeah,
Nice.
is a former MIT student and gifted inventor. Created various cutting-edge designs, such as her own Ironheart armor based on Iron Man suits. As one of her projects was used by the CIA to find vibranium outside of Wakanda, Williams found herself threatened by Namor. Since her invention oh my God, I feel like I'm speaking like two different languages. I don't know any of these people.
It's okay.
She's like Iron Man.
Yeah, so she's like Iron Man. We have like Iron Man, and then what? Likes Iron Man? Like, what is this?
No, Captain Marvel is like a space alien, basically. She has like crazy strong powers. Let's find out more about her. I saw her movie. I didn't remember it very well, though.
I like that it's a trio. It's reminding me of like the Powerpuff Girls. I like that there's 3 of them here. I think the other one looks like a very beautiful, artistic, sad drawing. A little bit.
Yeah.
And it's also, I mean, I know that there's a reason it's always the same because that's what people like and that's what sells, but it's kind of giving same. Like, why is it always just a really smart person?
Why can't dumb people like me be superheroes too?
I know. But I'm saying, like, Iron Man's in particular, like, I get that's like the whole thing. But what I would do for there to be like a moderately average or somewhat maybe kind of silly dumb Iron Man, I think that would be really fun.
This is why I think you would like Ant-Man.
Is that what Ant-Man is?
Yeah.
Kind of silly dumb?
In a way, I think so.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the closest analog to something like that.
Yeah.
Or like Deadpool, I think is portrayed that way.
Yeah. Deadpool, I feel like he is always injured in everything that I've ever seen. Like running into something.
Yeah. Well, he also has the same sort of like Wolverine, like crazy regenerative ability.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go with the Marvels here.
Okay. I'm for it. I like that there's 3 of them. I don't want to encounter them somewhere. Oh my gosh.
All right. We're filling out this side of the bracket and then moving on. So we got Daredevil and Hulk here.
I think this is hard, but I think I still like Daredevil more.
Let's do it. Yeah. I think
feel
Daredevil's
like this
cool.
I feel like I'm really into him.
Yeah, I mean, lawyer with superpowers, that could be better.
Yeah, really. That's my dream. I think I'm projecting.
I also think that against like Hulk, again, there's kind of somebody else who's very similar to the Hulk.
Yeah.
There's not anybody who's really similar to Daredevil, at least in my knowledge.
I will say, of all of the things that we just went to, we didn't really encounter anybody like him.
No, not at all.
And I like the backstory.
So we got Gamora and then Iron Man in the next round.
I feel like they're both kind of the same.
Yeah.
They're both just 2 people in a suit. One of them's an alien and her hair's green. And the other one is Robert Downey Jr.
If we're going just on these pictures, I think it's Gamora.
All right.
I think it's cooler looking.
I think I'm for it.
Ooh, this is going to be hard for you,
This is
CZ.
the worst one. Are you kidding me?
Who's it going to be?
No.
Is it going to be the Wasp or the Ghost Rider?
I don't know how to pick. These are like my 2 favorite new ones I've encountered. I feel like, oh man. I still feel like Fire Skeleton on a motorcycle is cooler. But I do really like her vibe.
Yeah.
So.
This has to be your choice.
Oh, man. I can't. What, do you have any insight?
Let's learn a little bit more about the Wasp here. Okay, so the Wasp, Janet Van Dyne, is a character appearing in comics, yada, yada, yada. Usually depicted as having the ability to shrink to the height of several centimeters, fly by means of insectoid wings, and fire bioelectric energy blasts. She can also just shoot stuff out
So
of her
we're
hands.
like the same. Okay.
Similar. She is a founding member of the Avengers, and the one who gave them their name. Oh, she named the Avengers.
Oh, that's kind of
That's
cool.
pretty cool.
Yeah. Wow.
I think that there's a lot of interesting stuff there that I didn't know.
Yeah, I think she's cool. I think it has to be her.
Let's push her along. Sorry,
Yeah.
Ghost Rider.
Bye, Johnny.
You know, it always comes to hard decisions like that.
Oh my God. And now we have two blonde women with beautiful blowouts and very similar outfits. I think the one who can be invisible. I forgot her name.
Yeah, I'm feeling more confident about that one too.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
Daredevil and Gamora.
Okay. I feel like this is your choice.
This is getting a little bit harder, but I'm still going to go with Daredevil.
I'm for it.
Ooh.
They're both cool. I don't know, because I know whatever we pick is going to go up against Daredevil.
And then it's going to be really hard.
Yeah. But I think I wanted to be the Wasp again.
Yeah. I mean, she's way cooler than I thought she was, honestly.
Yeah.
All right.
I feel like they look good together. Can we just pick both of them?
They would be buddies, I think.
Yeah, I think they would get along. I think it has to be a Daredevil again.
We're going to go with Daredevil, huh?
I think so. I feel like, I don't know, outfit. These are the same things I said. Outfit, powers, energy, vibes. I love his outfit. I like his powers. I think I like this action shot. I think he's got good vibes. I think he seems like a cool dude.
He's got like smooth operator energy in all of the
Yeah.
media I've seen him in.
Yeah, and I like that.
Yeah. I also think it's cool that it's like, you know, it's a blind guy, right? You know,
Mhm.
like it's that sort of thing that people have always said. It's like my disability is actually my superpower,
Yeah.
right? But
No,
it's
that's true.
actually is,
I didn't
you
even
know?
think it like that. Yeah. And I mean, I think the ability to be like hyper aware of everything, I think that would probably make me go crazy. But I also think that would be really cool.
Yeah.
Like the amount of information that you can learn and take in, and especially as an attorney too. If he's a lawyer and he can
Yeah.
sense everything, like that's cool as
I
hell.
want to say I saw at one point like he was in the courtroom and like he was like hearing the heartbeat of like the person. You could tell that they were lying, you know?
That's sick. Are you kidding me? Okay. I love you. Sorry, girl. I love your pixie cut. I love your energy. Sting 'em, baby. But Daredevil wins.
All right. So he's coming out of this side of the bracket. Let's find out who's going up against. So I think
Whoa.
here we've got.
Are they siblings? They got the same hair.
They do. Oh my god, they got like the sort of like ice cream whip thing going on. So on the
Yeah.
left we have, I believe that's the Scarlet Witch.
Okay.
Um,
I'm immediately intrigued.
and then on the right we have the Human Torch. That's actually Johnny Storm. That's Sue Storm's brother.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Everything's connected.
So my understanding of the Fantastic Four is it's Mr. Fantastic and Sue Storm are married,
Okay.
and then Johnny Storm is Sue Storm's brother,
Okay.
and then their friend lives with them.
And then
that's
just the
thing.
other guy.
That's the thing.
Yeah, okay. I do think the right is giving the baby from the Incredibles a little bit.
Yeah,
Remember?
you're right. It's like a very sort of like classic superhero vibe.
Yeah, which I think is cool that you're on fire, but I think I gotta go witch.
Yeah, I think that she's like crazy strong too.
Well, that's like a very random attribute to give somebody who's a witch. You know, you think you would give them like psychological powers or like some sort of earthly connected thing, but it's like, no, you're also just really strong.
Let's find out what. Let's learn a little bit about her because she's in a lot of the movies. I don't remember a lot about her. Immensely powerful Romani sorceress who channels chaos magic to shift probabilities and warp reality through hexes.
Mm-hmm. See, I
pretty
think that's
sick.
cool.
That's pretty
She's
sick.
gaslighting everybody.
Once believed to be Magneto's mutant daughter, she and her twin, the speedster Quicksilver, are actually orphans enhanced by the high evolutionary at Mount Wundagore. Cool. Yeah. So I think she's sick.
I think that's cool.
That's a cool picture too.
Yeah.
All right.
See, this is what I mean. She-Hulk and what is it? Wolf Girl?
X-23.
It's giving Wolverine.
Yeah. Well, I think that she's kind of like, think about it like the Miles Morales. Like, I think that Logan as Wolverine dies, and then he kind of like she's under his wing for a little bit, and then
The
she becomes
protege.
the new Wolverine, and then we have She-Hulk, attorney at law, another lawyer.
Yeah. I feel like She-Hulk has always, to me, been kind of a caricature. And I think this photo is definitely playing into that.
Yeah.
Which I don't necessarily love. I think X-23 looks tortured and scary.
She's like low key, like I think kind of crazy.
I like that.
She's got like a wild vibe.
Yeah, because like, why do we have Green Bombshell over here with the scales of justice, and then we like she's gonna really do something? I'm not afraid of her, but this one over here,
she'll fuck you up.
Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous. So
all right, let's go with X-23 then.
Yeah, She-Hulk feels a little objectifying to me personally.
Okay, I've got no idea who this is on the left.
Oh, mine's
against Black Panther.
Nova.
Yeah, I've got no idea who that is.
Something space related. Ryan Smith. I don't recognize that. That could be literally anybody.
This one calls him Richard Rider.
Well, Ryan Smith is, I think, the guy who played him.
Ah, I gotcha.
Richard Rider.
Yeah, I don't know. This guy seems kind of cheesy.
What is he? Just a space guy?
What is he?
What is his power? I mean,
he's a member of the Intergalactic Police Force.
Oh.
He has access to
they
superhuman
put the police
abilities.
force against Black Panther. That seems like
that
crazy
ain't
coincidence.
right. We're gonna pick
Black Panther. Yeah. The Intergalactic Empire. I guess they're both intergalactic, but whatever.
Okay, so here we have the Thing. We have fake Hulk on the left.
Oh, yes.
And then we have Doctor Strange.
Why does fake Hulk have a bowl cut?
I don't know. Because he's a boulder? I don't know.
Boulder? Okay. And then Doctor Strange?
Yeah.
I recognize that name. Who is Doctor Strange? She's kind of giving the witch woman from earlier.
A similar kind of vibe. Yeah, he's a sorcerer. He has like crazy powers of like teleportation. He casts spells. He's got like a lot of magical artifacts.
I think that's...
He's a pretty strong hero.
Yeah, I think that's cool.
He was a surgeon, and then like he got in like an accident and like messed up his hands, and he went on like a healing journey to try and get it fixed so he could be a surgeon again, and ended up becoming a sorcerer.
That's kind of a cool story.
And then the Thing got his powers, I think, the same way everyone in the Fantastic Four did. And I think they like went to space and they got caught in some sort of like radiation, and they just came back. He just came back.
He came
to Earth
back
like
as
that.
a rock.
Yeah.
Does he go back to being a person and then turn into being a rock, or is he a rock all the time?
I think he's just a rock all the time.
I don't like that as much.
Yeah, I still feel like it's like fake Hulk. To me.
I think
it's just the same kind of thing, but without the cool nuance.
Yeah, I think the cool thing about the Hulk is like he's actually a really nice guy, and then he's the Hulk, and like you get to watch him be both.
And I like the struggle between the two characters.
Yeah,
really.
Like the Hulk is always trying to get out. I think the source Doctor Strange wins.
He's got a cool movie too. You should watch that.
Yeah, I'm not into being a rock all the time.
So here we have two very sort of like leader type superheroes. We got Captain America, and then we've got Mr. Fantastic.
Oh, so he's the wife of the Invisible Lady and the brother-in-law of the guy who was on fire.
That's right.
I'm putting it all together. And the Rock Man, is the Rock Man the one who's just there?
Yeah, I think the Rockman's just like their friend.
Okay. They're an interesting crew to have together.
He's got like rubber band powers.
If the Rock Man, he's Elastigirl.
Yeah, he's Elastigirl.
So if the Rock, that's and freaking the guy on fire is like the freaking baby. What this is?
I mean,
closely related.
Yeah, it would not be like a stretch to say that the Incredibles is loosely based off of the Fantastic Four.
I would think so because sister Violet in the Incredibles can disappear.
They also, it starts out as the four of them in the Incredibles, and then they have a baby. The same happens in the Fantastic Four. They become the Fantastic Five.
So is the guy on fire always on fire then?
No.
If the guy who's a rock is always a rock?
No. Flame on, he says that, and then he erupts into fire.
That is kind of fruity. I'm into that. I think I have a soft spot for Captain America. I don't know why. I just loved Captain America when I was a kid. My neighbors had like a Captain America shield, and I just wouldn't run around with it. And I thought he was really cool.
Yeah,
I thought he was the president. I have no idea.
Yeah, I mean, Like rubber band powers would be kind of cool, but also I think it just kind of like takes away from the value that us tall, lanky people just have.
Nobody's
like,
gonna ask you to get anything at the store if they can reach it themselves.
Exactly.
You do bring up a good point where I do think being really stretchy would kind of be one of the best powers of all time, because you can really use being very stretchy to your advantage in a lot of different ways. You can get places faster. You can like stretch yourself to different places. You can help people. You can become ground. You can be a bridge.
You can be a
can
parachute.
sling people places. I do think that's kind of cool.
Yeah, you make your fist like super big.
Maybe I do think that the stretchy guy is sick. Maybe it is Mr. Fantastic. I don't know.
I think it's a tough choice.
What is Captain America? What is his backstory again?
He was
a military guy?
Yeah, he wanted to join the army, and he was like too shrimpy and weak to do that. And then he like gets the super serum, and then he becomes Captain America. And like
super serum, they sell that at Sephora now.
Yeah, can you get that at Ulta?
Yeah. I don't know. I can't pick. I like them both.
I'm gonna go with Mr. Fantastic.
Okay.
I think that his powers are cooler.
I think
the shield is cool, but also like I don't really like the sort of comic book image of Captain America. This guy looks, edgy and mysterious.
He does. I mean, so far we've picked a witch, a sorcerer, and then the more mysterious looking one. I think this one is probably going to be pretty obvious at least for you.
Well, I mean, it's funny too, because it's like, they put Black Panther against the space police. Here we have Spider-Man and Jean Grey.
Yeah.
So that's a tough one. I mean, I'm going to go with Spider-Man.
Yeah, but I do think Jean Grey's stuff is pretty cool.
She's super cool. And also, like, I really did like the X-Men when I was a kid. But there's just so many of them.
Yeah, that is true. There are a lot of X-Men.
I think to be fair, like I think all of the X-Men are really cool. Like Nightcrawler was really cool, Cyclops, Gambit, Storm.
I think there's like something to be said that there's so many of them and they're still getting along.
Frankly, I think that they're the coolest like group of superheroes, and it's not even close.
I think based on vibes here.
If we were going just based on vibes here, it might be Jean Grey.
See, I'm saying the opposite.
Really?
I think if it's based on vibes here, I think I'm going with Spider-Man, because what she's doing right now, though, is cool. It's giving too peaceful and serene. I'm not feeling in this photograph that
the same intensity that we felt in the film.
Yeah, that she's really going to do something. She looks like she's just really pretty, which I also agree with. And I think that's great.
To be fair,
Spider-Man's mid.
Yeah, he's mid-thwap.
Yeah, so.
To be fair, we also did eliminate Miles Morales under the pretext that Spider-Man would be here and he would probably move on.
Yeah, okay, Spider-Man it is. Plus, Spider-Man inspired this episode anyway, so.
So here we have the Punisher.
Yes.
And then we have Storm from the X-Men.
So Storm is what, like nature god?
Kinda, yeah.
She looks cool.
She does look cool.
I also do like that the Punisher was just like he's like a mob guy, right?
I think he was like a cop.
I thought he was, or it's the mob is involved somehow, right? Didn't the mob kill his family? And that's kind of what made him so miserable.
Let's try and make an informed decision here.
Okay.
So Storm, descended from a long line of African witch priestesses. Storm is a member of a fictional subspecies of humans born with superhuman abilities known as mutants. Yeah, that's how mutants work. She's able to control the weather and atmosphere and is considered to be one of the most powerful mutants on the planet.
Control the weather is pretty cool.
Just like full control of the weather.
Yeah.
Let's see. And then, and she's a princess, basically. So that's pretty cool. And then the Punisher, let's see. So an anti-hero, the vigilante identity of Frank Castle, a Sicilian-American veteran of the United States Marine Corps who wages a one-man war on organized crime in New York City. Yes,
okay,
so he's fighting the mob.
He's anti-mob, but not a cop. He's just like civilian taking the matters into his own hands.
He's like expat, as like former Marine. His origin story features his wife and two children being killed by the mob after witnessing a murder in Central Park where the police failed to prosecute the killers. Damn. Castle took justice into his own hands, a vendetta that has continued ever since. He has no superhuman abilities, instead relying on his military training in marksmanship, hand-to-hand combat, and guerrilla warfare.
So we have like just a regular guy with a
Just loves guns.
vendetta.
Just loves guns.
Who's just ready to fight for no reason versus somebody who can control the weather.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you. I never thought the Punisher was that cool. I like him a lot more after seeing the new Spider-Man movie. I've got a new appreciation for him.
Yeah.
But Storm's just badass.
I
Come
think
on.
I tend to agree. I think she probably does win here, but I will say that right up my alley is somebody who's just a normal guy, a little bit crazy,
Yeah.
and a vendetta against the criminal justice system. I
I
do
could
kind of
see-
really like that.
I think if he was against somebody else, he could easily move on. But this is just a tough matchup for him.
I'm for it. I just love a little bit of a gritty. I don't know. That's why I like Batman so much, because I feel like all of the evil people in Batman are kind of like that same type of ways.
Yeah.
You know, give me that same sort of energy. Okay, Mrs. Marvel, and is this Thor?
This is actually Thor.
Mrs. Marvel looks like she just got off the Magic School Bus.
Yeah, she's definitely a child.
Why is she Ms. Marvel then?
She's too young to be Mrs. Marvel.
Oh.
Let's see. Like Captain Marvel, most of the bearers of the Miss Marvel codename gain their powers through Kree technology or genetics. So she's basically like got alien powers.
She's a Nepo baby.
Yeah. I mean, she's named Marvel, right?
Yeah. And then Thor just happens to have the hammer this time and not the woman who had stage 4 cancer. So
Yeah, I mean, whereas Jane Foster was a mortal who could wield the powerful hammer, Thor's a god, right?
Yeah.
Like, god of thunder.
I automatically don't think he's as cool because of that. If she was just a regular person, he's like a god. I feel like,
I mean,
not as intrigued. But Nepo baby?
Nepo, like, let me ask you this, because whoever goes on this side of the bracket is going to have to go up against Storm.
Yeah.
So, like, who even has a better chance of going up against her? Is it another sort of like
god,
another
probably,
thunder god,
versus a girl in leggings?
Yeah.
I think it probably has to be Thor.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I'm being mean to you, Mrs. Marvel. It's just like hard to take seriously. Oh, this is a tough one.
These are two people you have to take very seriously.
Yes. Frick. I don't know. They both look so cool. X-23, something about her, though, just like...
She's a little too unhinged.
But I like that.
A little too feral.
See, that's why I you could tell I liked the Punisher. I like it. I like a little bit unhinged,
A little
and
bit
a little
crazy,
bit
yeah.
feral.
That's cool. I'm about it.
Especially like when they're ultimately a good guy. I like that even more. You know, I like because everybody thinks, you know, of a superhero, and I mean, this is kind of the same because I don't think the woman on the left is either. But like superheroes, like, you know, the Captain America, the Spider-Man, that I'm a good person. Like, I'm out here to do good.
Oh, yeah.
I like when they're bad. They're still doing good.
I like when it's complicated.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, that's one of the things why I was like, I don't know about... Like, to me, like, Captain America is like the most straightforward and like simple superhero there is. It's like, I'm fighting for America, you know?
I'm blonde hair, blue-eyed,
super
military
straight.
man ready to
Big
fight for
shield.
America. Yeah. I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, like, Scarlet Witch is crazy strong. And also, like, I think she's like... I don't know. I like her powers, but also I do really like if we're looking at these two pictures, it's just really hard to go just on the vibes.
Because the what's her name? You just said it and I forgot it already.
Scarlet Witch.
Scarlet Witch looks like she could be in the Emperor's New Groove, you know?
Wrong lever, wrong.
Yeah, it's giving that, which is like making me take her less seriously, I think.
Also, I don't know. I think that she's like, she was a villain, and then she becomes a hero, and maybe she becomes a villain again afterwards.
See, but now you're making me like her
very
more.
Complicated.
Yeah. Okay, maybe it's her. I do like
think?
X-23 though. But if it seems like they both kind of have that same type of energy.
Yeah, I think when you think about the sort of like silhouette, like they fill very much the same sort of like niche in a way. So I think you just have to go on vibes here.
Okay, I think the vibes are X-23 then.
Let's do it.
I just love that picture.
You got to trust your gut, and your gut kind of went right to that.
Yeah.
All right, Black Panther versus Doctor Strange.
I don't know. Okay, so you read some of Doctor Strange's lore. It sounds like he's kind of like an everything man, which you know how I feel about that. Like when we were talking about the gods, like I'd just be doing a little bit of everything.
Sort of like omnipowerful, yeah.
But the origin story of that was cool. I don't think I know that much about Black Panther's origin story.
Okay, so Black Panther, born T'Challa, son of the previous Black Panther, T'Chaka, he is the king and protector of the fictional African nation of Wakanda, a technologically advanced
I knew
society.
that part. Yeah.
Okay, well, so his origin story is his dad dies, and he sort of takes up the mantle of the
Okay.
Black Panther.
I don't know why I thought there would be something more than that. He's Nepo baby.
Well,
a
he's
little
Nepo
bit.
baby, but it's also maybe it's just sort of like passed on tradition. I
Yeah.
think that's kind of more the vibe here. Like,
I know.
he takes up the mantle. He eats the heart-shaped herb. You know, one of the things that I think is really interesting about this is because I think that both of these heroes are kind of like where science and magic meet, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I do like that.
Obviously, like Black Panther, like his powers come from the heart-shaped herb, and like that gives him the enhanced strength and senses, but also like he's, you know, leader of like the most advanced nation in the world, right? He's got lots of technology. And like Doctor Strange sort of like has that science background, but now he's a sorcerer, right? So they are really cool in that. So I think we have to just go on vibes.
I think I like Black Panther more.
I think Black Panther, when I look at these two pictures, Doctor Strange looks kind of just like an old evil man.
It's giving clown.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Whereas like with the big like city in the background, Black Panther looks badass there.
And
Intergalactic Empire of Wakanda. Sick.
Yeah, it is sick.
All right, we got Spider-Man versus Mr. Fantastic.
Oh, you picked Mr. Fantastic.
Well, that's not who I would actually pick. Oh, look.
You picked him again.
Okay, so between
technical difficulties.
technical difficulties.
We fixed it.
So Mr. Fantastic and Spider-Man.
Yeah, I would pick Spider-Man too.
Easy
so,
peasy.
Yeah.
And then we go on to Storm and Thor. A little bit more difficult, but I would still go Storm.
I would too,
I think
because
she's
I
sick.
still think it's kind of lame that somebody else just came and like stole your thunder, literally,
Yeah.
and like just a regular girlie just came and was like, I'll take that.
Also, I don't know if you saw Avengers Endgame, but Thor was a fat loser for a while, and that's kind of like that's super lame.
Yeah, we don't like being that. Okay, next.
All right. So next we got getting towards the end here. We've got X-23 and Black Panther.
What does X-23 do? Because we never looked into that specifically. So like Black Panther's leading the most advanced intergalactic nation. She looks like she's listening to Billie Eilish.
Apparently the clone and later adoptive daughter of, so she's Wolverine's clone.
Oh, wait, that's kind of even cooler.
Created to be the perfect killing machine. For years, she proved herself a capable assassin working for an organization called the Facility. A series of tragedies eventually led to Wolverine and the X-Men getting her. She attended the school at the X-Mansion and eventually became a member of the X-Force. It is later revealed that she is not a clone, but the biological daughter of Wolverine.
Oh, okay. So it's all babies.
And she has all the same powers as Wolverine, basically.
I like the backstory. I don't know. I'm getting decision fatigue.
Yeah. I mean, we're almost at the end.
I don't know. What do you think?
I think they're both really cool. I think I would probably go for Black Panther. Again, I do really like the sort of like science and technology blend here. You know, he, on the one hand, I think that X-23 is cool. And I also really like that sort of like dark and unhinged kind of nature to her. But also like, she's kind of just Wolverine.
Yeah. And she's also it sounds like she's kind of a side person.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, she eventually she kind of becomes Wolverine, right?
Yeah.
But also it's just like, I don't know. It's more of the same.
Yeah.
I think that Black Panther is like fresh, different, you know?
But he's also just doing what his dad did.
Yeah. One Nepo baby or another.
Yeah. I think I can get behind Black Panther. I think that's cool. I do think that the fit is the sickest. Like the look is the coolest of them all.
Serious drip for sure.
Yeah. Okay, so that's actually...
It's going to be Spider-Man versus Storm here.
I think it's Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Honest.
Storm's really cool.
Yeah, I think Storm is cool too, but I like the levity of Spider-Man as well.
That's such a good point. I think my favorite thing about Spider-Man is his boyish charm, you know?
Yeah.
He feels so relatable. He's just like me, for real.
He is just like you, for real.
So, Spider-Man against Black Panther?
I don't know. I feel like these are difficult to compare.
Yeah, very different types of heroes. You've got a prince, leader of a nation, and then you've got
A
boy from
nerd
Queens.
from Queens. Yeah, I like you went boy. I went nerd. I don't know. I will say I haven't seen the Black Panther movie.
It's really good.
And I've only seen one Spider-Man movie. I don't know if I'm entitled to make this decision. This will be you because you made me pick between the Wasp and
I mean, I
Daredevil.
think it's got to be Spider-Man. I think he's just so cool.
Okay.
I stand behind, again, that Into the Spider-Verse is the coolest superhero movie of all time.
Maybe I'll watch that tonight. I need something to do.
Would highly recommend.
Okay.
But, I mean, obviously that film is more about Miles Morales, but I also think what it says is just sort of like I think that there's so much going on in the Spider-Man universe that it's crazy how both that and also sort of like the main line of Spider-Man films are both like, wow, there's literally like 5 or 6 Spider-Mans.
Yeah.
And while at the end of the day, it is, you know, more Nepo babies, like, look, you got 5 or 6 Spider-Mans, it kind of waters down the original, right? But I think that I don't know. It's just the attitude. I really like the attitude.
Yeah, but they're all different too. All of the Spider-Mans are different.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, at like with Black Panther, like it's immediately like father and son. But with Spider-Man, it's like the same guy, but it's actually a different guy.
Yeah,
you know.
And again, I think the levity is going to like really carry him here because I think Black Panther has that sort of like stoic and regal nature to him, which is also cool, but also just like I don't know. It's just less, you know.
More approachable.
More approachable, yeah.
Yeah. More, I don't know, more for, it involves some fun, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here we have the final round, the Battle of New York. Spider-Man versus Daredevil.
Oh, no. Two guys in red suits. Who will we pick?
They both look like they're slinging webs in these pictures, too.
They do. Other than maybe the Wasp, but Daredevil is probably the most interesting person I learned about today versus Spider-Man, who I have always been aware of, but really never dug into.
Yeah, I do. I think Daredevil is really cool and original as far as superheroes go.
Yeah.
You know, his alter ego I think is really interesting as well. Spider-Man, I don't know. Spider-Man is just so cool.
Should we go Spider-Man since Spider-Man is what inspired us to do that? Is that a cop-out? I
don't think so. I mean, I think I don't think that it's like reinventing the wheel to say, wow, Spider-Man's awesome.
All right, then Spider-Man it is.
To me, I think the most interesting character, actually, I think the two most interesting characters to me is learning a little bit more about Storm. I definitely want to go and watch a little bit more X-Men stuff now. I'm feeling very invigorated for that. And also Ghost Rider.
Yeah, Ghost Rider is cool.
Hell.
I would like to learn more about that. For people who don't know, because you all haven't been to my house, but I got myself one skull out of Michael's around Halloween a couple years ago because I really liked it. You know, I like skulls and skeletons and dead flowers and things like that. I don't know why. But then now people have started gifting me skulls. I have a collection. So I got
a skull at my house too. It's like a dragon skull.
Nice. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I love that.
It's a treasure for sure.
So far I just have human ones, not real human ones, but human shaped glass or plastic or metal skulls. Maybe I need to branch out into other creatures.
Really, I think all skulls are metal. Get down to it.
Yeah. Ain't that the truth? All right. Well, this was fun. I feel like I learned a lot. I think I like X-23, I like the Wasp, and I like Daredevil. And I would like to learn more about them and watch more Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, really. It's like, I don't know, superheroes still cool, even after all this time.
Hey, who could have foreseen that coming? Now, I think there's some excitement to think that, you know, there's somebody out there who can fight the bad guys and save you. I think that brings joy and comfort to people.
It's nice to know somebody's got your back, you know?
Yeah.